Hello, everybody. How are you doing? And happy St. Patrick's Day, my favorite time of year. Love it, love it, love it. Um, so I had earlier. I was gonna go live at 7, but ended up having to do it now because our corned beef and cabbage didn't cook. Our crock pot was put on low instead of on high to cook, and so yeah. Um, So we haven't had it. We're gonna end up having it tomorrow. So we had to run to the store and pick up some stuff for dinner and make dinner. So we are hoping that it would be done before the live, but didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. So yeah, it has been one of those days. It was Tommy's fault. I'll blame Tommy. New crock pot. Well, it's an old crock pot, but a new crock pot to us, and I absolutely love it. And it's designed differently, so he didn't realize that all the way to the right was warm. So it happens, but we'll have it tomorrow, which is even better because then I'll have time to cook through and taste really, really yummy tomorrow. Oh, babe. But I've done it before in the past, so it happens to the best of us. Um, so I see that B Davy was here. Hello, hello. And Amy, Hot Mess Thrifter. Hello, hello. Hello, Perlini. How you doing? Yeah, I'm 2 hours later than what I was going to, but dinner didn't quite turn out the way it was supposed to. But we ended up with pizza. We ended up having pizza instead. So it was good. It worked very much so. So how is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's safe. I did put the link at the top and pinned it for anybody who'd like to join. You are more than welcome to join me. Otherwise, I won't be on too long. I know there's a lot of people that have gone live for St. Patty's Day, which is so cool. So cool. You guys had pizza too, Perlini? That's awesome. That is awesome. We had a supreme, a cheese, and Tommy had a buffalo style pizza, which was like his was like a bread, and so I had to cut in half to put it in the convection oven because it was too long to put in there otherwise. Hello, Justin. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, so I'm feeling better than I was Monday. That's for sure. I was very sore Monday, but I'm doing good now. So oh, that's because I did a rookie move and forgot to put my mic down here instead of way up there. My bad. Can you hear me better now? I always forget. No, it's one of those nights. Nothing's going right. Tell you, it's all good. But can you guys hear me now? Hopefully. Yeah, I guess it doesn't work very well when it's up high. All right. Well, at least Perlini heard me a little bit when I got excited. My voice fluctuates big time. It's pretty bad. But I do have the link up in the append up top for anybody who'd like to join. Perlini says, hi, Tommy. He says hello. He's working. He's working. So I'm just trying to see. So parades were canceled, but I did read that Chicago was not going to make their, what is that river that they always turn green every year for St. Patty's Day? They weren't going to do it, but somebody must have not gotten the memo because it was turned green today. See if I can find the article. But yeah, they had canceled that, and somebody must not have gotten the memo because it was green. I can't remember what the name of the river is that they use or that they do that to. Chicago River green. Chicago mayor surprises residents with Green River for St. Patrick's Day. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I want to someday. They turned it green because people were upset. Yeah, that part I didn't see, but I did hear they were not going to do it. What is the Chicago River? Duh. It's one of those nights. But yeah, they did do it this morning, which was pretty cool. And of course, you know how news is. It's saying that the mayor surprised everybody with that. So they didn't do it last year. I don't remember if they did or not. It would have been 2 years without it. Yeah, let me tell you, it's, St. Patrick's Day is a day of celebrating, hanging out, and the last two St. Patrick's Days have been not that. So hopefully next year everything will be cleared up and we can start having our normal St. Patrick's Day, because that would be nice. That'd be very, very nice. And to anybody who's out and about, please be careful tonight, and don't drink and drive. I saw they said a few days ago they were going to do it. It wasn't a surprise. Oh, see, I had read that, was it yesterday or the day before, but they weren't doing it. So nice. Oh, these articles are from 2 days ago. But these aren't the ones that I read or saw when I was looking it up. Oh, you gotta love Google. If you could change the color for this day, what color would you choose? Green, of course. I love green. Blue is second runner. I love blue too. So most of my tattoos are blue and green. I do have, like, the one on my arm are Irish colors, like from the flag, but not all of them. White wasn't showing up on my arm very well. And by the way, hello KK, how you doing? But I would definitely change today to green, or keep it green, because it's just one of my favorite colors. Might have something to do with the fact that I can tell what green is from the fact that I have shade color blindness, but I can tell green. Whoa, my chair just tried to slide on me. Not allowed to have green. So then blue. Blue is another color that I like. So I would do blue. That's a good question. That's a very good question. What about you guys? If you could change the color for this day, what color would you choose? And green is not an option. I'm going to leave that up there because that's a really good question. Everybody's saying hi to everybody in chat. That's cool. That's cool. KK, what would be your color? Marie, Justin, Pralini, what color would you guys choose? Yellow for happiness. Oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't. Sunshine. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. Took me a second, but it does make sense for sure. What about you, Marie and Pralini? Oh, Pralini is purple. Should have known. And Marie said, well, today was actually sunny, so pink. It was not sunny at all today. It was wet, snowy. It was just really icky outside today. Justin says orange. Well, we did end up with orange and pink in our sky when the sun was going down, which means hopefully tomorrow will be a nice warm day. Really tired of these cold days. Tommy told me that those were the colors that were shining as the sun was going down. Well, what we had of sun, which was not much. It was all cloudy and icky. But I did see that some people got a lot more snow than we did. Ours was like I don't know, it was like a hail and snow mix. It was really weird. It was really weird. Perlini says that she loves turquoise too. That is, from what I see of turquoise and what I think is turquoise, I think it's pretty as well. A lot of times Tommy's got to tell me for sure if that's the color or not. And so shades are really hard for me to see. So now turquoise is what the Native Americans put in their jewelry, right? Right, Tommy? Okay. So yeah, the color that I see, I know is not exactly the same color as what you guys see, but I know that that color is really pretty. Keep the damn Marie says, keep the damn snow. It destroyed our backyard. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so pink at night, sailor's delight. Pink in the morning, sailors be warned. Yeah, it was really gray today. But it was pink, orange, and yellow, right?
Or it's like orange and yellow.
It was like an orangish yellow with some pink in it, he said. So, yay, I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be a nice day. We've had a lot of icky days, colder days the last couple days. It was in the 60s for last week, and then it dropped down this week. And so hopefully starting tomorrow, it'll start raising back up. It's supposed to be 60 Saturday and keep moving up. But you never know. We are in Wisconsin, and it could be just a short time that it's warm, but I'll take it. I will take it for sure. So what did you guys all do for St. Patty's Day today? We attempted to make dinner. The crock pot goofed. We had a goof up with the crock pot. So we're having our corned beef and cabbage and stuff tomorrow night. So we're going to let it cook overnight so it's nice and tender, and it's going to be really good tomorrow. And thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot of people live tonight. I think I got like 8 notifications on my phone. Justin said he worked all day at the mill. Ooh, that must have been a long day, long day. We did, well, Tommy did a lot of work on his eBay store and crocheted and ate pizza. Now, I wish I knew how to crochet. I cannot crochet for nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can make that a long line, but when it comes to trying to connect it, I can't do it. Just not coordinated enough. And I have a baby blanket that my mom made me before she had me, and it needs a lot of work. It needs to be fixed. It's very old. It's 41 years old, 42 years old, something like that. But it's like some of the yarn is stretched in places. Yeah, it's very old, and I'm surprised I still have it. But I do, and I love it, and I sleep with it every night on the bed. sometimes the kids steal it from me, but I always end up getting it back. And then I have to fight the cat for it because she loves that thing. She loves my baby blanket. Uh, and hello to the people who haven't said hello yet. Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, very well loved for sure, Perlini. Very, very, very loved. And
Hello.
how are you?
Good. You caught me eating a piece of chocolate.
It's all good. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show you real quick what I did. So the class broke on
Mm-hmm.
the here. Let me make myself bigger so you can see.
Mm-hmm.
The class broke on one of the pearl necklaces that
Uh-huh.
you sent me. So I fixed it and put a different one on, and
Mm-hmm.
then I put my shamrock on it.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Yeah,
That is
it's got.
really gorgeous.
I gotta clean it. I got this for 50 cents with a chain. It's a necklace that had a chain, but I broke the chain
Mm-hmm.
because um, I wore it to bed and I
Mm-hmm.
toss and turn a lot, and I broke
Yeah.
the chain. So now I have to make sure that I take my jewelry off before I go to bed.
I get
So
where you're going. But
I
I
take
wanted to
this
show
one
you
off
one
at
of my
night.
shirts that I make.
Ooh, sounds good. Let
I
me
put
make
it
you
on.
big. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, my back. I hurt my back again, so it's like painful.
I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon.
Oh, it's just I hate having, like you move natural and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, I had that Monday and most of yesterday. And I
No.
didn't even do anything for my back to go wackadoo. So
Neither
it
did
was,
I, sweetheart. Neither did I. Hello, everybody in the chat. Yeah, I started making shirts for tie dye shirts for people and that.
oh, that is really
Yeah.
cool. I like tie dye. So does my daughter.
Hmm.
We are very big tie dye fans. We just don't own a lot of it.
I love tie dye and I love Hawaiian shirts too. So it's like,
Yeah, I want to get the kit for doing tie dye so that me and Jazzy can make tie dye shirts that match. Well, kind of match.
yeah.
So it'll be a project, I'm
Well, you know
sure.
what? They have the spray tie dye now, and they have the regular old tie dye. The main thing is deciding your colors scheme to it,
Right.
because tie dye is anything you want. You don't have to squish it up and make it and ring it and then put the dye on that, and so it comes out to a circle and stuff like that.
I want to try to do one in the Shamrock, but I'm probably not going to make that very well.
Well, you know what? There's a lady on YouTube. Look up design. It's tie dye, but I can't think of her name. But she does specialize in wrapping them so you can come up with designs and that are like pictures, but it's
Oh,
tie
wow.
dye. No,
I would have to type in pictures. Oops.
um, I forget what she is, but I got to eat this.
What? Tulip Color Crafts? Does that sound right?
You know what? I'm not even sure. I just caught her one time.
She's the only one I see as of right now that has design or like a picture. So I will save this for later. Um, I know there's a way to do it with here. I'll just do this. Save to watch later. There we go. There we go. Perlini, the fur babies are good. I'm really surprised. Oh, they're not in their cage. So the little birds that are down here, they're they're sleeping over on a hanger that we have hanging up. They made themselves at home on the hanger. And then Gabby's upstairs. Not sure exactly where. She's probably upstairs in Jazzy's room watching TV with Jazz. Jaslyn just got a TV and Roku box in her bedroom. She earned it.
Mm.
And so now she's upstairs watching TV. um, and then Pickles is in the living room. And when I was up there last, he was sleeping. So, but they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I ended up
Have a Kit Kat.
taking.
Oh, go ahead.
I ended up taking um, a handkerchief that had shamrocks on it,
Mhm.
and I hung it up in Pickles' cage, and he sits by it. If he wouldn't have been named Mr. Pickles when I got him, his name definitely would have been like Shamrock or something along that line, something Irishy. And so I had a cat. His name was Bellfire, which is Gaelic for bonfire. And I know I probably pronounced the language wrong, but um, and because when we found him, he was real little and he was sitting by our fire pit in the backyard.
Mm.
And so and I was really, really big into the TV show Once Upon a Time.
Mhm.
And I mean, I still love that show. I'm actually going to see if I can try to find it and rewatch it. Um, but there was a character on there named Bellfire, and I looked it
Mhm.
up and found out that it meant bomb. It means bonfire, so that's how he got his name. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing? He's like, ta-da.
Mhm.
No, it's just called "Let the Shenanigans Begin." St. Patrick's Day, episode 3. Um, no shenanigans yet, not yet. But I'm not drinking either, so that's a good thing. I just have my Coca Cola.
I'm just eating my Kit Kats.
Ah,
I have lost 15 pounds, and I just eat when I feel like it. You know, when my mind says, "Oh, let's eat something."
yeah. Yeah, because
That's
Perlini was like, "What kind of chocolate you eating, KK?" My daughter just bought 5 different boxes of C's candy. She's got Kit Kats.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. Do we have anything chocolatey down here? I don't know. We have 2 drawers full of like junk food,
Mm-hmm.
so we can snack when we're down here, and I can't even tell you or remember what's in. Oh, he's got peanut butter M&Ms. Honey, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the drawer. He just said, "Oh shit, where are they?" He even forgot that we had them. Perlini says Kit Kats are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't eat like I like Hershey's, nothing in the chocolate type stuff. Unless it's the little heart boxes that you get around Valentine's Day, and then I like the cream, the orange and the strawberry creams. Otherwise, Tommy gets like the caramels,
No, I
and
love caramel.
oh, he is a big caramel. Oh
Fanatic.
lordy, he loves
Oh
his
yeah.
caramel. We just picked up a big bag of caramel overload coffee for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 pounds of coffee. This thing is humongous, and it's his favorite. So for 20 bucks for 2 pounds, and you get a lot of coffee. So that should last him hopefully at least a week.
Oh,
Hopefully.
wait.
The last time I bought him a little smaller bag, and I think it lasted like maybe 2 weeks. So this is a lot bigger bag. It's like 4 times the size of the one that I had bought before. So hopefully it'll last a lot longer. He thinks 2 months, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna last a little bit less than that. Um, yes, Hershey's. We went to when we were in Vegas. We stopped at the Hershey place on the strip, and let me tell you, I was in my glory. I was in my glory. They had like big jars like this of like the strawberry and chocolate syrup,
Hmm.
and they had it was just the bottle. It was a piggy bank. But I didn't know it was a piggy bank because when I picked it up, it felt a little heavy. So I'm like, holy cow, this is a lot of syrup. And then yeah, so they were pretending like they were drinking it, everybody that we were with, um, and then found out that it was a piggy bank. Hello,
Mm.
Sandy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you collect Hershey stuff, Perlini? I have. I don't know where it is. I have an old like looks like it's a candy bank type thing, and you just push the button down. It's old, but it doesn't. You don't put coins or anything. You just fill it up with whatever you want candy wise, and then you just push it. But it has M&M on it, and then for like 2 weeks, Tommy kept running around the house, um, yelling "fabulous," and so. When I went to the store, I picked up 2 bags of M&Ms, the peanut M&Ms, because it had the word "fabulous" on it.
Mhm.
And it's got the green M&M girl. So,
So you'd like to live in my state with the Hershey's company, Hershey's
um,
peanut
I don't
butter.
eat a whole lot of chocolate, but when I do, it's usually overload. But yeah, I think it would be cool to live anywhere that had, like something famous like that. We have cheese. Wisconsin has cheese and beer. And let me tell you, I'm not much of a beer drinker either. I do like um I do like Keystone Ice, and I love to eat marshmallows with it. When I'm drinking my beer, when I do drink a beer, I'm eating marshmallows as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a weird combo, but I mean, it is what it is. I like it. I always gross everybody out, but hey. um hello, value reseller. Did I say that right? Value seller? No, value reseller. I think I got that right. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Um, see, Dwayne's like, ew, marshmallows. Perlini says, I don't think the Hershey store was in Vegas when I was there. When we went, it was actually pretty chilly in there, but they also have to keep it colder in there
Mhm.
because they have a Hershey um, Statue of Liberty,
Mm.
and it in order for it not to melt, it's got to be a certain temperature in the building. And so that was really cool to see. Let me see if I can find the pictures because it was pretty awesome, actually. Gotta move my soda.
Oh, talking about marshmallows, I must well eat one of these too. That's what
Oh,
my desk is. It's for my candy. It's my bingo prize, moo
oh,
pies.
yep, your moon pies. Which one
Uh,
did you win? The
one box,
mint?
mint. Yeah.
I won, let's see, I won the mint and another flavor.
Mm, mm, mm,
And I liked both of them.
mm,
I had the pumpkin spice because we had pumpkin spice ones here, but they were double layered,
mm-hmm.
and those ones were gross. Those ones were very, very gross. Let
Mm,
me see. I am trying to find. I have a lot of pictures, so I apologize. Um, try
mm.
to find the Vegas pictures that we
I
took.
hear you on that. Having lots and lots of pictures.
Well, I love taking pictures, um, so that I can keep
Mm.
track of everything. And okay, here's that.
Okay,
That's
ladies, I
interesting.
I changed my avatar for you.
What is? I can't tell what your avatar is. Are those guys?
Mm-hmm. Dirk Bentley and Luke Bryan.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Here is the Statue of Liberty. Oh, my nose
Wow.
itches. And it's all milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, that's the wrong way. And then, here we go. Um, and there's the Hershey Banks.
Oh wow.
Told you they were huge.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in her glory. Jasmine was in her glory, of course. And there's Tommy. He had a strawberry. He was good. Hey Amy, how you doing?
Hi,
Um,
Amy.
hi Heather. Let's see. And then, so that was um the place in Vegas. They were. I mean, or was this? Oh nope, my bad. I got that confused and wrong. This is the Hershey Statue of Liberty. The other one I think was, what was the other one? Twizzlers? Yeah. Yeah, the other one was Twizzlers.
Mm.
This one is the Hershey one. My bad. Um and it was still cold. I mean, it was still pretty cold. Um yeah, I had to think for a minute. It's been like almost 3 years since we were there. So, um Dwayne says peeps are the worst. My son would love them out to or leave them out to get freaky hard, and he ate them that way. Yeah, see, that's
Mhm.
probably something Jasmine would do too. I'm telling you, she likes stale stuff big time.
Mhm.
Um, Really, do you like them hard or do you like them soft? This is the $1,000,000 question. I don't eat peeps personally, but it'll be interesting to see what
Mhm.
she says. I ordered a big box of double decker moon pies from Walmart a while back. Yeah, that's what they are, the double decker ones. And I
Mm.
had the pumpkin spice and it was so gross. So gross. Um, hey Amy. There's Amy. Um, let's see. I'm
I
trying to
like
see
sugar.
if
Anything pretty much sugar. I take cereal that has sugar on it and put sugar on top of it.
oh wow. That's yeah.
Diabetic nightmare.
I used to be like that, but um I just I can't. Not anymore. Um, Perlini says, I like my peeps stale too. Yeah, I hear, I think we put one in the microwave. I don't remember when it was. We put one in the microwave because somebody said that they grow. The kids like them. But yeah, they grow all right. They're pretty funky. And
Mhm.
then I got to show you guys this one too. This was pretty cool. So this is the Guinness store in Vegas. And yeah, I everybody kept picking on me saying this was my new boyfriend. I like came up to like his belly button, his rib cage. I'm very short. And um so they were picking on me, but it was a pretty awesome store, that's for sure. I loved that store. And then this is where everybody was picking on me even more. The look on my face. I'm like, "What? No." Dwayne's like, look at Des standing next to the 6-foot man.
Yeah.
That guy's only 4 foot
Oh, Tommy says that guy's only 4 foot tall. Thanks, dear.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun experience going, and I'd like to go again, um, because it was such a fun experience. We didn't even get to do a lot of the stuff um, that we had planned. Um, Kiss me, I'm Irish. Well, actually, stay 6 feet away from me. I'm Irish. Cute, Dwayne. Cute. I fall asleep if I eat too much sugar. That's what. So me and Tommy were actually just talking about this last night. Um, Jaslyn. So Jaslyn can eat sugar and it doesn't affect her, but yet Joey eats sugar and it affects him very badly.
Mm.
Um, and the only thing that happens with Jazz is that she gets a little tummy ache and then she goes to sleep.
Mm.
But it doesn't keep her up wired or anything like that. I can't pick on Des for being short. Yeah, because you're about the same height as I am, Amy. Amy's Amy's short too. So we're in the short category.
What size
That
are you?
borderline little people to normal people category.
What size are
Um,
you?
I'm 5 foot.
I'm 5'1" to 2", depends on the, if I straighten out and boobs out and everything. Otherwise,
Yeah,
yes, being in that short area is like terrible.
yeah. I was 4'11" and a half for the longest time, and then I got pregnant and I was 5 foot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Same with my feet. Um, Amy says
Good.
we will be leprechauns and pixies together. Amen to
Yeah.
that one. Amen to that one. Hey, Aunt Kelly, how are you doing? Hello, hello. We are doing all right. We're being safe. We are at home. I'm not drinking, but we are at home, off the streets, and I'm hoping that nobody out there is drinking and driving. Because that's bad. Yeah, Amy says that me and her are the same height. Four, Dwayne's like 4'11" and 3/4. Dwayne, damn it. Aunt Kelly, this is KK, Kathy's Corner. She's on with me tonight, but she's eating. So she was eating some food. So she had her camera off.
I turn it off because I do eat all the time. So
I
out
don't
of
mind if you
respect to someone
eat.
else's channel, on my own channel, I'll just sit there and munch.
I don't mind if people eat on my channel. Our conversations always end up being food related at some point.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me. Last night or Monday night, Tommy had made hamburgers from homemade hamburgers, and they were really greasy. So I had to turn my camera off. The first time I've ever had to turn my camera off to eat something while I was live because of the fact that it was messy, but it was so yummy. He ended up having to make me a second one, which is more than I normally eat when it comes to meat and stuff. So it was really good. Um, You sound drunk. Happy Steve. I do not sound drunk, Aunt Kelly. I love you too. I know I blew my vocal cords out, but that's a whole different story. I didn't warm up my vocal cords good enough, and I ended up singing, and I ended up blowing my vocal cords. So
Well,
it comes and goes. It's just got to heal. It's nothing new for me. My Aunt Kelly says she's Irish. Sandy is 5'11". And I thought I saw another comment up here, but it look. Oh, Perlini says, as of now, I have no desire to go to Vegas. I want to go back because there, like I said, we didn't get to do everything that we wanted to do when we were there, and I really want to go to Wahlburgers. Um, and even though I'm not much of a meat eater, I still, um, I still want to check it out
Mm.
because I hear such good things about it. I mean, they opened one in Milwaukee, but I don't know if it's still open now with everything that was going on. And then when the riots happened in Milwaukee, I don't know if they pulled out or not of Milwaukee. So, Perlini says, okay, you're fine. You're not smacking your food. um, when are y'all bringing the Masked Singer back? Dwayne and Tommy are talking about that. I am not sure when. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up that we have to take care of. And so it might not be until fall. So it might have to get pushed till fall, but I'm not 100%. So I will have to find out from them. I know that we started talking about the other night, but then um, we got sidetracked like normal. We had
Well,
squirrel moments.
I
And
could.
so, um, but they'll get together and talk about it and then go from there. But you guys will get updated as soon as I know something or they figure out something, then you guys will be informed. But I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be until fall because there is so much stuff going on that's coming up that we have to take care of. Smoke a little, drink a little, no serious talk. There's no serious talk.
Okay, I'm gonna go because my medicine is kicking in, and I could just feel my eyes going close. So
Well, thank you for joining me. I
yes,
appreciate it.
I love you, and
Much
have a
love.
happy day. All
You
right.
too. Go get some rest, and I hope you feel better.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye. Uh, yeah, people. A lot of people become busy between spring and fall, and so, hi, Aunt Kelly. Hey, you cut your hair.
I cut a lot of hair.
You did cut a lot of hair. Holy wow!
Yeah, it's a little short. That was
I
the
like it
Irish
though. It's very
temper.
curly. It's very curly,
Yes, it's very curly.
but I like
Hi,
it.
Frank.
Hello.
Now she's here.
Um, Sandy said,
Hey,
"Good to
guys.
meet you all. Take care and thanks for the chat. You're more than welcome to come back
Sure.
anytime. Thanks for joining us." So yeah, I mean, it's coming into the time where Tommy's going to be restoring some boats, and that's just what he does during the summer. And he's fishing, and we do a lot of activities. And there's other stuff that we're going to be doing this summer, spring to fall. So I'm pretty sure it's fall that is gonna another round will most likely start. So um so how did you celebrate your St. Patty's Day, Aunt Kelly?
I worked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
That's cool.
I'm
That's
getting too
cool.
old for working. I'm getting too tired to work.
You look tired. You really do look tired.
Yeah, time to run away again.
Oh, run away.
Yeah, every
Oh, you're
couple of
gonna get in your
years.
car and drive?
I do that already. I do that enough. I think this time I get in the car and just drive and see how far it takes me.
Hey, I hear that. I hear that.
Wherever I end up, that's where I'll land.
We just got Tommy's truck fully up and going. He had to replace some parts on it, and um, we're talking about taking a road trip. So See how that goes. So
What are rated?
we're not sure
So where'd
which
your friend
direction
go?
we're going. What's that?
Where'd your friend go? She gone.
Her back is hurting her really bad. And so she took her medication, and so it was kicking in.
Where's Heather?
What's that?
Where's Heather? Stop saying what's that.
I didn't hear you.
You sound like one of the damn kids.
Sorry. I didn't hear you. I was like, what's that? What's that?
So where's Heather at? She's usually your co-host.
She was in chat. I put the link up at the top pinned if anybody wanted to join.
Yeah, that's the reason I tapped it.
Yeah. Our corned beef and cabbage didn't cook.
What happened? You forgot to turn it on?
No, it was on, but it was on warm. It's an older crock pot.
Warm.
I love it. Tommy got it for me. I absolutely positively love it.
Warm, Destiny?
What's that?
Warm.
Okay, so you know how a dial on a crock pot, the newer ones, you turn them all the way to the right and they're high, right? For cooking?
Uh-huh.
This one's not. You turn it all the way to the right and it's warm.
Warm. You go one click to the right and it's hot.
Yeah, it's an older one.
Low.
I absolutely positively love my crock pot. But it's the
You
first
love
time
it,
that
but you don't
Tommy's
know how
ever
to
used
use
it. What's that?
You love it, but you don't know how to use it.
Oh, I know how to use it. I just wasn't. Tommy was doing the corned beef and cabbage, and he's never used the crock pot before, so he didn't realize that it was like that. So, yeah, I thought I saw Heather earlier. Let me look. Shortly after Dwayne popped in, I thought I saw Heather.
Oh, probably did. She's probably hiding from you tonight.
Maybe. It's all good, though. It's all good.
Why are you on tonight? It's Wednesday, not Monday.
It's St. Patty's Day. Come live every St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
So, yeah. See, Heather was here. I don't know if she still is. Oh, yeah. See, I found it. I popped it up. I had to go back and look, but yeah, she was here.
She was here.
Mm-hmm. She
Which
said,
means she left.
Dwayne said, she said, hi, ladies. Yeah, she's probably busy. She is a busy lady.
Why? Oh, I'm getting all kinds of weirdness going on here.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. My screen's doing some weird shit. And I told you you're drinking. It looks like Budweiser.
It's Coca-Cola.
Oh.
And
It was a red can.
This episode is not sponsored by Coca-Cola, although I wish it was. Pearline says, oh, my chat didn't see her. She says she's back.
Ah.
My head is like, I have the hat on.
So let's see.
Take it off.
In Wisconsin, Irene is in New Orleans, and Casey is in Alabama. So what's between there?
I have no idea.
Come on, pull the map that you usually have behind you so I can see.
Yeah, I don't have my green screen up or my blue screen up, so let's do this. USA map. Not mad. Map. I can't.
Yeah, mad. You'd see a picture of me, but okay.
Let's see. Let's bring this over here. All right. So we're going to share the screen. We have, oh, that's not a very good one, huh?
Blow it up. I can't see it.
Alabama.
You got to highlight. You got all kinds of different colors going on. I can't tell.
Okay, this is Alabama. This is Wisconsin. And what was the other state?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. So right in here. So Tennessee or
Okay, well,
Kentucky.
it is there.
Kind of. Or
Tennessee,
Missouri. Missouri is kind of.
Sure.
Yeah, Missouri. The Illinois, Missouri, tip of Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, and some of Arkansas.
So what's in the center of all 3 states that I gave you? Away from Florida. I don't want to be near Florida.
Well, then you're going to want to do Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, or Arkansas.
Arkansas could be nice.
We have friends that live in Arkansas, and they're really awesome. They just got hit with snow not too long ago.
That ain't too nice. Kentucky done did that one, so that one's out of the question.
Kentucky, yeah. That one, I mean, I don't know if it's I don't remember Kentucky when we were moving up this way. So I remember Tennessee. I remember
that.
Illinois. A little bit of Illinois.
Casey wants me to come to Alabama. You want me to come to Wisconsin to visit. And Irene just wants me to come and stay. She's got a house full, though. I'm not doing that.
Okay, where is she at? In
The Bayou.
The Bayou?
She's in New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay. Where does your aunt live? New Orleans? Tommy has an aunt that lives in New Orleans, too.
Really?
Yeah. She wants us to come down and visit.
I don't wanna. I went there, but the mosquitoes there are like really huge.
Yeah.
Really huge. Oh.
We have big mosquitoes here, too. I don't like them. I just don't
It
like
looks like deer flies. What we would consider a deer fly is what New Orleans mosquitoes look like. Huge.
Perlini would like to know what part of Alabama.
I don't remember. That's how much I don't want to go there.
Way to go, Auntie. Way to go.
Hey,
Bigger.
at least I'm honest.
I was trying to find a bigger map.
Jasper starts with a J. It's backwards, I know that. She's from here, goes up there into the nursing field, and she's a CNA telling the nurses how to do their job. Good, huh?
Oh, here we go. Here's a bigger map. You should be able to see this one. It is colorful, but you should be able to see this one better.
Okay, well, here's Florida.
Yep, here's
Okay.
Florida. There's
Here's
Alabama, Louisiana, and Wisconsin.
Way up there. Past everybody. Really? So, I would say Missouri.
That's like right in here.
You know, I can't see what you're pointing at, right?
Well, here's a little mousey. See it?
A little what?
A little mousey. The little mouse.
Oh, I gotta blow it up.
There's a little mousey.
I see
Right
the
here.
mouse. Uh-huh.
I'm not sure where the Ozarks are. I know Tommy wants to check that place out. Well, I know it's in Missouri, but I just don't know exactly where in Missouri.
Yeah, see, she lives here and here, and then you're way up here.
Yeah, we're in the purple.
Yeah,
Alabama's
and they're
yellow.
down here.
And Louisiana's green.
So to be between the 3 of you would be Kentucky. Shit. Right at the peak. Yep.
Like right here.
Yep.
So like right
So it would be back to Glasgow. Haha. It gets cold there. It's really
here.
cold
Yes,
there.
mosquitoes are horrible here in Wisconsin, Perlini. You remember correctly. um, last year we couldn't get them to go away, and we tried every product out there that we could think of to get them away, and they just were coming right through like it was no big deal. Um,
I'm getting tired of nursing. Let's pick a different career. Tired of watching people die.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. It's part of life, honey.
I know.
That just takes a toll on your body and your mind and
So the
your nerves.
Mississippi. Oh, Mississippi's right in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be the
Person-
corner of Kentucky would be the middle of the three of you,
Yeah.
distance
something-
wise.
So I'm trying to look. So or trying to remember. Mississippi. We go over the Mississippi when we go to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Go through Mississippi to get to Alabama. You go through Mississippi from Florida to get to New Orleans. And you definitely
I don't know how that.
go through Mississippi to get to you. So, yeah, we're good.
Let me see something here.
I'm getting tired of nursing. 25 years. I've had enough.
Yeah. Oh, that is very super small. I can't show you that one.
That's good. I figured it out.
I was trying to see Mississippi. Okay, yeah.
My body hurts. I'm tired. My brain is tired.
Your brain is tired.
My brain's tired. My body's tired. I just feel very drained.
So, what is another thing that you would want to do besides nursing?
I don't know. It's the only thing I know. I've tried. Throughout the years while nursing, I have driven. I worked for H&R Block. I was a waitress. I was the manager at Subway. I laid sod on the side of 95. I was a roofer with Donnie.
Uncle Donnie?
No.
Oh.
I wish. That would have been fun. No.
Yeah.
That's how I got the scar. From where I got pissed off at this 2x4 that wasn't coming off the roof because, come to find out, it was still connected by a wire. I got it loose.
And into your forehead?
While I was on the floor.
Aunt Kelly.
Hey, I've done a lot of things. I've worked for Circle K. I've worked for Cumberland Farms. I worked for... I was a manager at 18 for McDonald's. Yep, that sucked. I was a short order cook. I helped Aunt Shug at her restaurant at the Palm Beach Mall. And that was before labor laws.
Okay, so top non-hospital nursing jobs for nurses. That's not what I typed in.
I went out of it completely. I think I'm going to drive for Amazon. I like to drive. You know, you can't take me out of my car, so.
Right.
Drive, I might as well work for Amazon.
I'm trying to think. We have a friend that drives for the railroad company. She drives employees from one place to another. And she loves it. She absolutely loves it. I'll have to ask her what it's called when I see her again. But she's always on the road. So we don't see her very often. But I'll have to reach out and find out exactly what her position.
The only reason I stay with nursing is because I've done it so long. That's all I know. Not all I know, but that's what I'm comfortable with. And it
Right.
doesn't matter where I go, I can set my own hours.
There you go. So are you looking at moving out of Florida?
I'm thinking about just going. Not telling nobody where I'm going. Just fly.
You'll tell me though. Cause you love me. You'll tell me.
Everybody seems to always find me. I hide for about 5 years, and
We find you anyway.
yeah.
You don't hide very hard.
No, I just move, and then everybody starts searching, and they can't find me, and I stay off of social media, and yeah. But I
You
don't
come,
change. That's the funny thing.
you become sassy.
I come invincible, and I find me, and then I come back, and oh shit, that's who I was. Okay.
All good. All good. Uh,
No, I'm thinking for the amount of work that I do, I should definitely be making a lot more money than I do.
well, is it because in Florida there's such a not as a high demand for nursing as there are in other states or other
No,
areas?
there's a very high demand down here.
Hmm. So I
That's
wonder
the
why.
problem because it is a retirement state. If you
Mm,
want to relax and mold yourself into your house because it's too hot, Florida is the state to go. If you want to get rid of your parents and let them live on their own in a condo and let them die by themselves, Florida is the state to go.
oh,
Yes.
Perlini says your aunt Kelly sounds like a few people I know. LOL, kinda. No.
I can actually tell you that yes, I can sit here and bitch about it, but I will still be the first one to get up in the morning and tell you if you're doing your job wrong.
No.
If you do not like what you're doing, then get the hell away from it. Because the first time you hurt somebody, I'm going to hurt you.
Right.
So I can bitch about it all I want. It doesn't mean I'll actually get up and do it. I've been doing this for 25 years. Every 5 years, I go through this mood swing. Every time you turn around, you got these people on the road that don't know how to drive because they can't see over the steering wheel. I'm being good. If you can't see over the steering wheel, you shouldn't have a driver's license.
That's why I'm spoiled with my truck. I can lift my seat all the way up and bring the pedals to me. So I can see over the steering wheel.
Well, no, you get to these little old ladies. And down here, because you came to visit, down here we have a lot of roundabouts, not a lot of lights.
Mhm.
So you get these northerners that come down here that think these roundabouts, you get in the roundabout, you're supposed to stop. No, if you're in the roundabout, keep going. You're gonna get hit.
We have people here too. Tommy learned about roundabouts out west when he
Oh,
was out there. Um, Years and years ago before they were even here in Wisconsin.
right.
And they don't teach, they just put them in, but didn't teach anybody how to use them properly.
Oh, wow.
So there's been a lot of accidents here in Wisconsin alone because they just put them in and didn't instruct people how to use them. And so,
Well, common sense and road, if you read your manual,
yeah,
the person to the left has the right of way. And if somebody's already in the roundabout, your ass is going to get ran over because they're in the right of way. You're not. But we've had roundabouts for 40 years and downtown Stewart, and there has been one accident in 40 years.
hmm,
Jensen Beach has had one for 10 years, and they've had a dozen and a half accidents
wow.
because listeners do not know how to use them.
See, I don't remember roundabouts when I lived down there, even though I was a kid.
We didn't
Uh,
have we were down here. As a kid, we didn't live in St. Lucie County. We lived in Palm Beach, and you stayed in Kissimmee, so therefore there was no roundabouts. There was
okay.
merges, and there was a bunch of red lights and a bunch of stop signs.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think when I turned 20 something was when I first saw a roundabout and had no idea what it was. I was like, what in the world is this? And I mean, if you're smart and you know how to drive, you can pretty much figure it out. It's common sense. But they just kind of started putting them in and nobody knew what to do. And it was like,
To be safe, you sit there until nobody else is there.
I've done that. When
I
I
have.
first was learning about it, I did that because people were crazy. I didn't want to get hit.
Okay, so I got yelled at for not having green on. Is that green enough?
Yes.
Oh, they're mine.
Let me see again.
Time to cut them off again.
Those are very, very green nails. I like
I think
those.
so. I got pinched a dozen times today.
Heather says we have them. No warning, just one day you have to drive in a circle. Yep.
Yeah.
It was in Utah, right, Tommy, where you learned about the roundabouts? Oh, Vegas. He learned about them in Vegas.
We don't have speed bumps here. We have speed humps. Because if you're flying over them, like I have a little car, and well, I drive my car like a truck. But if you drive a little car over these humps, you will mess up your transmission because you will hear it jerk, and it will slow your vehicle down.
Wow. Yeah, they're speed bumps for a reason, Auntie. You're supposed to slow
No, it's
down
not a
for
bump. A
them.
speed bump, I can fly over the speed bump. I can get the flat tires to go up and just guide over it. Speed humps are things that are 4 foot wide and off the ground. Yeah, they're humps. And it tells you there is a warning, speed hump approaching.
Wow. That's a little scary. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive a little car over that either. Not at all.
I learned my lesson. The second transmission that I went through.
See, now I know where Rusty gets his driving skills.
Hey man, I taught all you kids how to drive. That's why you know how to get out of the way.
You didn't
Something
teach
coming at
me.
you? Yeah,
It's
move
just
it.
in our blood. Although I'm told I drive like a granny.
Oh wow, you don't drive like me then.
No, I don't know.
I can get anywhere I need to be within 20 minutes. I can get from St. Lucie to West Palm in 25.
That's
A
scary.
normal person takes about 45.
Note to self. Auntie drives fast.
I have a very heavy foot. My last speeding ticket was 6 years ago, and it was for $311. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that was
remember
rough.
you driving.
I don't get caught now. I do it on the back roads.
I'm trying to remember. You didn't drive fast unless it was rush hour when you were trying to get through rush hour. You were,
I
you
have
know,
rush hour.
yeah, like you were trying to beat it or something. I don't know. It was weird, but um, but it was what it was. And I've been in yep, that's what I do. I white knuckle the fast lane at well, not that fast, but at 70 because our highway speed is 70
Oh, that's
unless they
cool. So
changed
see,
it.
I can do that. That
Yeah.
I can do. I do that all day long.
Yeah,
But
they
you're
changed
talking
that a
about
few years ago.
35, you're talking about 35, you're talking about 25, 40. Come on, man. Who drives 35 miles an hour these days? Nobody.
Yeah, they changed the speed limit here on the interstate. I want to say like 4 years ago, maybe not even. But it used to be 65. Well, when they switched it to 70, everybody lost their mind.
Yeah, because now you're doing 80 and it's legal. You're allowed to
And
go
it
10
says
miles
it's
over.
not my fault. My car likes to drive that fast.
I agree. But see, the thing is here on the interstate from, what is it? Martin County north, it's 70. From Martin County south towards Palm Beach, it's 60. And if you miss where the speed drops, boy, you get a ticket. They don't even play.
I remember being in Georgia,
No, don't get a ticket there.
going into Florida, the major highway there, and it was 65. Um, and got pulled over for doing the speed limit, and we were told that we were going too slow. We were impeding traffic
Because
because
you
we
weren't
were going
keeping
the
up with
speed
traffic.
limit. What's that?
You weren't keeping up with the traffic, the flow of traffic.
It was the first time I ever experienced that, and I'm like, what?
Yep.
I'm like, it's the speed limit, and we didn't know where we were going. We just knew we had to get off
Somewhere.
somewhere, but we just
Right.
didn't know. But we were going the speed limit, and we got pulled over and told we were going too slow at the speed limit. So yeah, I'm not real crazy about
You have to go with the flow of traffic
yeah.
because you can cause an accident.
Yeah, Tommy made me drive his truck and pull a trailer through Milwaukee rush hour. Let me
Nice. You know
tell
what
you.
I told Tommy?
What's that?
You know what I would have told Tommy?
Well, it wasn't rush hour when we left, and it wasn't
Oh,
rush
okay.
hour until we had just got into Milwaukee, and all of a sudden it turned into rush hour. We thought we had some more time, but yeah, we didn't. And let me tell you, I was so scared I was going to hit somebody with our trailer.
You want to know how the theory behind that? If it's bigger than the person that's behind you, they're going to stay away from you.
But the thing is in Milwaukee, people are crazy. They pull guns out, and I didn't want to hit nobody's car, but I did do it. He talked
Oh,
me through it, and I looked at him after and I said, I'm not driving back through. You're driving. But I did do it, and I did make it without hurting anybody's vehicle. And so I think I did pretty good for my first time and only time driving in rush hour traffic with a trailer.
first and only, huh?
I won't do it again, but I made it.
You have to do it again.
Uh-uh. Nope,
Yeah, that
nope.
you get the. You're
I'm
slow.
good.
All right,
I'm
baby.
so good at not.
Tomorrow, my attitude will probably be different. So, look out for it. I'll be
Hi, Lady
done
Luck.
sleep.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Lady Luck Junk.
Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. But me, I'm going to bed.
All right, sounds good, Auntie.
I love
Lady
you.
says, try pulling a trailer across the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, nope, I'm good. I won't even pull a trailer. Like I didn't even want to drive in the mountains when we were going to Vegas. I was so terrified of doing it. And he so Tommy did most of the driving when we were in the mountains. So All right, Auntie, I love you. Sweet dreams, and we will talk to you again soon.
Yeah. What's going on here? I see translate. I don't want to translate nothing. Jay.
There should be a button that says Lee. Oh, there it is. Oh, funny, funny. I love my auntie. She's cool. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that Golden Gate Bridge pulling a trailer. I probably couldn't even do it without pulling a trailer. But yeah, I did drive a very short distance in the mountains, and it scared me. So I had Tommy drive the rest of the way through the mountains. It was really freaky. Although when we stopped in Arizona, everything was so red. There was a section that we were in, and it was all red. It was so cool. I got a bunch of pictures of them, but I don't know where they went. Um, but he did stop when we asked if we could stop and look around and stuff like that. It took us two 2 days or 3 days to get to Vegas. 3 days it took us to drive to Vegas, but it wasn't just because we were asking for him to stop and let us out. It was somebody else that was with us that had to stop and keep going to the bathroom. They were an older person. So, yes, the desert was so pretty. When we were leaving Vegas, um, and I tried to get a really good picture of it, but there was a dust tornado that went across the road. It was so cool. And I tried to get pictures of it, but the camera that I was using didn't um, pick it up. But let me see if I can find that one picture for y'all. Do. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yay. Colorado was pretty too. I really loved going through Colorado. Once we got into Denver, um, it was just absolutely gorgeous there. Let's see. There's those pictures. Oh, I think I lost all of my pictures from when we stopped where everything was all red. Yeah, I don't have them. I don't know where they went. I hope I didn't lose them. That would stink. Yes. Well, it wasn't really a sandstorm, Perlini. It was literally looked like a tornado of sand, and it went across the highway that we were driving on. Um, and then let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find it for y'all. It was so pretty, and I never seen anything like it before. And so it was just absolutely amazing. I have Nope, I think that's not it. I thought I had more pictures than this. But this was the Colorado River. When we went over it, it was so pretty, so peaceful, so relaxing. Um, it was, and the water was a little higher when we were coming back through than when we was going to Vegas. That from what I can remember, and people were tubing and all that other stuff. It was so neat. Yes, Red Rock, and then they're called Dust Devils. Yeah, it was so cool. Um, and definitely want to experience that again. And then Tommy, he was we went through Colorado and we went into the mountains, um, the highways there, and we were driving, and he was like, "Hey, look," and he'd point up to the top um, of the mountain, and there was actually snow, and it was July, and I was like, why is there snow up there? And then he explained to me why, but it was so cool. Like I never got to experience, that stuff before. And it was absolutely, positively amazing. Ooh, Heather's got a story. What do you got a story, girl? I put the link in. You could have joined me, woman. But I want to hear your story. So let's see here. Oh, and there was a lot of mining, like old mining places. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. This was like old mining stuff that was there. And of course, when you're trying to um, get pictures as quick as you can while you're driving by, sometimes they are blurry, sometimes they're not. There was like this stuff was just absolutely gorgeous. This kind of stuff, and that was everywhere. It was pretty flat for the most part until we got to Denver, Colorado, and then everything changed for me. It was so cool. Put it. Oh, it's up at the top. It's pinned. Here, I'll put it in there. There you go, Heather. And then, so I took as many pictures as I possibly could. Oh, so at the time too, there was a lot of fire alerts, and I know I'm not saying it right, but like fireworks and all that stuff, it wasn't allowed. But all this right here is smoke from the fires that were going on. It was so wild, so wild. And then when we were in Utah, because we had to go through Utah a little bit, we saw the same thing with it was all smoky like that. And here's a really good one of where the smoke was coming in right here. That was all from the fires. And it was so weird because it just kind of like came down slowly. Have you ever seen the movie The Fog? How it slowly crept up and kind of moved slowly. That's what it reminded me of. It was wild. Um Perlini says we have relics of mines here too by the river. Yeah, Kimmy was telling me that you can go up into the mountains there and you can still mine for gold and precious jewels and stuff. And I thought that was pretty awesome. I want to try that out sometime too. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this picture here was when we were first coming into Denver. Right here. My first glimpse of the mountains. It's pretty cool. Just gotta wait for her to. It says device not connected yet. And so, yeah. And then Tommy laughed at me because I didn't know. I don't know the history of Denver, Colorado, but I asked him if his cousin John Denver, if they named Denver after him. And he laughed at me. But I learned that no, Denver's been there a lot longer than his cousin. So, but there is a memorial out there outside of Denver for him. So I want to check that out too. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. And then, yeah, because we went from this flat to mountains. It was so wild. It was so wild. I don't know what happened to Heather. She was here, and then she was gone. Let's see. And then, oh, you'll see this if you guys come to Wisconsin. You guys will see see this too. Oh, no, I need that. The Oscar Mayer mobile. We have that. It travels up and down between Madison and the Dells quite a few times during the summertime. Hello, hello.
Hello.
So what's your story?
So I think it was the first time Dwayne and I were driving to Denver. Whatever highway that is. You know, I've told you it's gotten so bad that Dwayne and I have to have the other one there to complete a story. Do you remember the details of like what highway it was? But you know, anyway, I remember people and stuff like that. So, and you know how you were talking about that. So as we're going past the Aspenville area, and it's just rock straight up. It's not like it's mountain. It's that's going just stone straight up. Well, it was midsummer, and so Colorado was on fire. Utah is always on fire midsummer, and it was kind of a little bit drizzly out. So the stones clear up to the heavens, and the rain clouds and mist coming down and smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And for a moment I thought I should take a picture, and I'm like, yeah, that, when a picture doesn't even begin to grasp it, it just, taking a picture.
Yep.
Surrounded by the smoke. Of course, it didn't do my lungs any favors, but it was so cool because it was like kind of mysterious, like, and especially for it being the first time that I had gone there. And it was really kind of a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
It was way cool.
Yeah, it's sad that when I was taking the pictures, like you look at them and they're beautiful, yes, but it just doesn't compare to actually physically seeing it.
It never does. Yeah. What another?
So they had these signs up everywhere when we were going through. Active fire, smoke visible, do not report.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you that I saw those. Yes, I was thinking about that. It's so funny. It's like, do not bother telling us. We already know. So another.
Dwayne says I-70.
I-70. Another really cool moment in life. Now, this was when I was 14. So again, I do not remember the details. I flew into Oakland, and then my sister came to get me to drive down to Menlo Park. So anybody who knows that part of California, you know what I'm talking about. And I believe we were kind of doing the back hills thing. When I lived in Northern California, my dad always liked to take the back hills, and that's what's coming to mind. So there, the sun was getting low, and it was a full moon, and the position of the moon made it look just huge. And like I said, we're going through hills, and fog from the ocean is rolling in. It was so awesome.
It to me, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, it just reminds me of the movies like The Fog and The Mist, where it's slowly creeping.
Yeah, well, it's not fog if you can still see your neighbor's house. And that's only happened a few times all the years I've been in Utah, but in the Bay Area, that's something that happens. Let's see. And then in California, so, because, we lived there when I was a kid, and then my parents came back. I came to Utah summers, and then my parents moved back, but I would still go to California, go see my bestie. And anyway, this I knew at the moment. So I think I was like 18 at this point. My mom and I had driven to California because my father went back after a couple of years. Half the family went back after a couple of years. I'm the only one that stayed the whole time. But so they're off talking. They're getting divorced. I was fine with it. Because, I told my mom, you can move back in with dad, but I'm going to go live with my boyfriend. My mom decided to divorce him. So I'm sitting, as far as I can see, now I'm trying to think of where this would have been along the state. It was definitely northern. I cannot remember. But sitting on the beach, nobody else was around me. And because that can happen in northern because it's cooler, So sitting all by myself, watching the sunset, and thinking, since I was living here in Utah, I thought, this might not ever happen again. As far as just sitting there by myself doing that, I thought this is it. This is never going to happen for me ever again. And so I was just in the moment, which is, Heather, as a teenager, that's very difficult. But it was just, I actually forgot about it for a really long time. But as I've been letting go of negative feelings, negative energy towards my father, I've had more positive memories come to mind, and which has been really nice. But so that's a few moments in my life where I just kind of had a one with nature, just kind of the amazement of the world kind of thing, and so some good memories there. Oh, and I remember Monday, I was telling you a story and I totally spaced it. I remembered it like at 3 a.m. because that's when I remember things. Okay, I told you about how I trying to kind of explain life with my father. And so this about a decade ago, and I said to Dwayne, because that's when I started my journey of recovery from what, the emotional damage. And so I said to Dwayne, I think that when I was a kid, we had to ask permission to give our phone number out, and my father would change it regularly. And I'm like, so I'm going to ask my mom. My mom still had her wits about her. And she said, yeah, you'd think we were in protective whatever from the government. What is that called? Protective program?
Yeah.
Whatever the official.
Witness protection.
Yes, that was it. She said, yeah, you would have thought we were in witness protection. So that was life. Just a little example of what life was like with my father. Was those kinds of strange
things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is when you're a kid, you don't realize it's weird.
Yeah.
Because when you see the things on Facebook, it says, do you remember, like a childhood phone number, something. And I had so many, but I remember my grandmother's and my besties. In fact, her mother still has that phone number. But yeah. And so it's not until you get a little bit older and you look around you and you're like, oh, so you mean not everyone lives that way? So, and now with cell phones, life's, completely different. We haven't had a house phone since Jeremy dismantled it as a kid, and we just never got another one.
Wow. Yeah. My dad had the phone number that I grew up with for years. And then 4 years ago, I think it is, he had it disconnected. I still remember the phone number. I was tempted to call it and ask for my dad and see who answered.
So the number that we did have, we transferred that over to Natalie's cell phone. But so we got a phone number. It was I believe it was that phone number that for the first couple of years after we got that number, people kept calling and asking for a woman that kind of had an old lady name. And so I just started breaking it to people that she had passed on.
Oh,
I'm guessing. I don't know. I was full of shit, probably. I don't know. But they would call and it's like, oh yeah, we had to bury her, she passed on. We've been very sad, but she's in a better place.
That's the thing. I'm sure people have called my dad's the number that we grew up with, and I mean everybody had the number, everybody, and so there's been a couple times where because I still have it saved in my phone under my dad's name.
I have my grandma's still saved.
Right after they had it disconnect, or he disconnected it, I called it not realizing he had told me they were doing it, and it just, this number is no longer in service, but I just never took it out of my phone.
Even the video store.
Phone.
This is how long ago it was. But even the video store, when I told them the phone number had that lady's name in there, but never met her and don't remember her name anymore. But that was pretty funny. So, or at least it was to me.
Look at what your husband just sent me.
Oh, good hell.
I was like, where's your green hair?
I got nothing. Nothing.
He is all yours.
I'm not saying a word.
Tommy was singing and dancing in the grocery store tonight, so it was freaking hilarious. And of course, people were staring, kind of looking at him like, And I'm like, just doing my shopping. Good.
No, Dwayne doesn't do things like that. He doesn't do goofy stuff in public.
Yeah, Tommy does all the time.
And with my oldest son, when he was a teenager, we would do goofy things in public. Oh, that was Jeremy peeking around the door there. But because he was the only one that would do that. Natalie was too embarrassed, and then Jeremy, he was already doing his own weird thing. So
yeah, when Jaslyn goes to the store with us, it's we're usually leaving because my sides hurt because I'm laughing. Those two are nuts in the store together.
Let's see, this was over 20 years ago because Natalie's 22. So this is 22 years ago. And my oldest son was 6. And we were like along the back while we're in the grocery store where the meat is. And I'm there looking and whatever I needed to buy. And I turn and there's my shopping cart with my baby going past me. No one in control. So I turn and look, and there's Ian laying on the ground with his arm in the air saying, help me, help me. I'm like, you little turd. I told him he was fired. He was fired from pushing the cart. And of course, if people are looking, and I'm just like, and that's what life is like with my oldest son.
Oh, that's too funny.
I don't think he would do that stunt now. And I was so annoyed because Natalie was in the cart.
When the kids were little, Joey liked to lay on that bottom part of the cart and pretend he was flying.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd only let him do it for a short time, and then I would make him come out.
Yeah.
But then when Jaslyn
got, worried about him getting hurt, and there's the carts are nasty, dirty, and the floor is nasty, dirty. And
so when Jaslyn got to the age where she could do that, she she would do that, but then she didn't want to get up. She's still to this day at 13 years old. If you gave her the option to go underneath that cart and lay on it and fly, she would. She's just and then Tommy. Okay, so Tommy had this thing where I don't know if it was a towel or her blanket, but he turned it into a cape for her when she was younger. And she used to run around the campground all the time with this sheet or blanket or whatever it was tied around her,
Oh,
and her being a superhero.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
Ian
And then
was a
the one time,
superhero.
and then the one time she thought she could swim before she could swim, and we ate lunch. We made the kids sit, and she was supposed to get her life jacket back on before she went to the pool. Well, she was so excited that she ran and jumped in the pool before we could catch her to get her life jacket on. Thank God there was somebody there in the
Yes.
pool, reached down and got her. And Tommy was about ready to jump the fence and get in the pool to get her. And
Oh my.
that was freaky, but it was funny too at the same time. She
I
has
bet,
no
yeah.
fear, absolutely no fear. At 4 or 5, she wanted to jump off the cliffs in the Dells because she saw the bigger kids doing it. And we're like, no, not till you're older and you know how to swim. So she was
Luckily,
determined.
yeah, my kids had enough fear in them to not do things. Jeremy, he was my runaway kid. We lost him everywhere we went. From the time he was like 3 until he was 8. And oh my gosh. Yeah. I can't believe we actually recovered him as many times as we did. Everywhere. Parks, zoo, stores, the neighborhood. And unless you've had a runaway kid, because people are like, what's your problem? Can keep track of your kid. It's like, I can keep track of the other 2. And if they're determined to get out of the house, it doesn't matter how many locks you have. In fact, our front door, a sprinkler had broke and was shooting the door. And so it kind of made the wood frame off first. I bet what it did is it made the wood swell up. Anyway, so the door was not easy to mess with. And we just left it that way for years because that would slow Jeremy down.
Whatever's gonna work, I just say do it.
Yeah. And because the neighborhood we lived in at the time, they liked to inform me of things. But the time that I got the phone call that Ian and his friends, and at this point they're in junior high, were walking along the train tracks because they're to get from our neighborhood up into town. There was 2 sets of train tracks, and I was like, at this age, if he can't figure out how to get out of the way of a train, it's just natural selection. The kid was like 13, 14, and I'm like, why is my neighbor calling to tell me this about my son, who at that point was nearly 6 feet tall? He wasn't a little kid in any form. And it's like, in one town we lived in, that's how I got to my friend's house, because there was weeds all around. And so you walk down the train track, so you didn't get stickers in your socks. And if a train was coming, you got out of the way.
Virginia says, my son did that at my parents' house. He had ADHD and he would climb out the basement windows.
Yeah. My boys have ADHD. They are unstoppable. What is it you're seeing?
Oh, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Virginia.
Yeah.
Up here, she said she had a rough day. She went to Walmart, went for food and forgot stuff for her apartment, and then forgot her meds. So her anxiety was really bad. So I asked her how she was feeling now.
Gotcha.
And then
That's
she says
that's a
that-
bad day.
yeah. She said, I am better. I forgot to take my, I'm not sure how to say
I
that.
have
Before she
no
left.
I have no idea what that is. I've never seen that word before.
I'm
It
sure
doesn't
she's
look like
doing
a
talk to
prescription
text.
though.
Yeah, I'm sure she's doing talk to text. It didn't come out the exact medication that she was trying to say. So I have that problem all the time when I try to talk to text.
Oh
Or
yeah.
if I'm texting, like writing something, it'll change words in it on me. And so I'll
What
send
was
it
it?
thinking,
The meme about never once has anybody text the word ducker in the history of texting.
I had a phone
Hmm.
a long time ago. I had a phone that I swear was all male. Because I would type stuff in a, into a text message, and it would turn certain words dirty every time. And I'm like, that's not what I just typed out. So I'd have to go back and fix it. And it was frustrating. I didn't have that phone for long, just saying.
That's one thing I miss about the flip phone is I could text so fast with that. My thumbs. Now, smartphone, and I'm like, and yeah, I miss the buttons.
Ferlini says, I walked train tracks when I was young.
And
I didn't.
And now I do know a very sad story about a family who lost a young son that way. But like I said, by junior high, but my neighbors, they love to call me and tell me like, yeah, your kids are outside. It's 10 at night. And I'm like, well, they're off track. Well, Jeremy's only wearing underwear and it's, 30 degrees. I'm like, when he gets cold, he'll come in the house. Had I let I did lose my marbles in my 30s. I completely lost my marbles. But I would have lost them way worse had I stressed over absolutely everything my 3 children did.
Okay, so I don't know how to say it, but I just highlighted what Virginia said. And I looked
okay.
it up, and yeah,
Gummies.
yep, they're gummy. They're a type of gummy.
That's cool.
So
I need some of those. I have to hide them from my son. He'd be down on all of them.
hold on. Virginia also said, "Yep," and now he's 24 and full time at McDonald's. Awesome.
Find his oh my gosh, that wasn't just a one-time occasion either.
What? And no.
So they were double paned windows, and he threw a ball and broke one of the panes to his window, and he was just proud of himself because it like made this perfect circle, and he was so proud of it.
So you aimed, shot, and fired, huh?
Yeah. I don't know how. Sounds like Heather was channeling through your phone. Talking about your phone saying crude words.
That probably was, Dwayne. It probably was. Dwayne, did you know your son is riding on the driveway? Yes. Did you know he's naked?
Oh, yeah, that was Ian. That was Ian, and he was like 4, and he was on his tricycle. And I lived in the basement of a house behind another house. Wackadoodle story as to how that came about. But like, it didn't even look like a house. It just looked like I don't know. It just looked like this big storage shed or something. So yeah, the neighbors, it was Sunday, and the neighbors came home from church, people who lived upstairs, and they're like, did you know your son's out driving on, riding around in the driveway? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, did you know he's not wearing any clothes? I'm like, no. I did not know that one. Because I was in the house cleaning, and
That's funny.
Yes, yep. That's the thing. So my boys, as toddlers and preschoolers, were pretty much out of control. And Natalie, well, she was born with an attitude, but she would always like stay by my side and not get into things. And then they got to be tweens, and Natalie's mouth. And it's kind of like the roles changed as to who was more frustrating.
Jasmine is learning. She's very outspoken.
Mhm.
And so she's got to learn to not be so outspoken sometimes. And so she's learning. And like tonight, it was funny because she got Tommy good. They were wrestling around in the kitchen. And well, Tommy wasn't paying attention because they had stopped. I got in between them. I'm like, no, you two need to stop. So I went to walk away, and Jasmine caught him right and like took her hands and went like this into underneath his rib. Oh, the look on his face. I'm like, Jasmine, you need to be nice to your dad. And what does she say without missing a beat? Something about being old and fat. She called him a fat man. Oh yeah, she yelled fat man down without missing a beat because he went down. He to the
Oh my
ground.
gosh.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
And
I remember when Natalie, we were at a friend's house and Natalie said something, and I'm like, oh my, she sounds just like me. And my friend looks at me and she's like, you didn't know? And so I start asking everybody else I know. I'm like, did you know that, or have you noticed that Natalie sounds just like me? And the whole world was like, yeah.
my mom calls, and if Jasmine answers my phone, my mom will talk to my daughter the way she talks to me, not realizing it's my daughter. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Jasmine, you need to let grandma know that it's you and not me.
Yeah,
Because
my
my mom
sister
talks
and
differently
I.
with the kids than she does with me. Like she vents to me. But the kids don't need to hear the language that comes out of grandma's mouth. And so and so where she's mad and she calls, it's like, Jasmine, make sure you tell grandma that it's you. So she'll carry a conversation on for like the first 2 minutes. And I'm like, Jasmine, tell grandma it's you. And she just likes messing with my mom. My mom cannot tell the difference between me and my daughter. And there are times where she can't tell the difference between Joey and Jess.
Okay. So when I was a teenager, my
Check the bottom
second
one.
sister's 7 years older than me. But yeah, people didn't
Give me
know
1
who's who.
second. I have to go find something for him, which I think is probably in the food pantry. But tell your story. I can still hear. I'll be right back.
But for Natalie and Jeremy, if Dwayne and I were out and they would call the cell phone, I would have to listen for what it was they were complaining about, or even if they were in the other room when they got to where they were probably like 5 and 7, kind of that age range. I would just listen to what they were complaining about, and then I knew which kid it was. Because, when that whiny tone starts and you're like, oh, that was not allowed for the Lefevre children. We would have been knocked into next week. Like I said, I didn't suffer anything, but my mother would threaten to whining. What did not happen in my house growing up. I guess I should say my mother's house. I should have learned more lessons from her. I did grow out of it though, so that's a good thing. Guess what I could do is go over to YouTube and look at the chat, so I know what's going on. I'm popping out the chat. Okay. Now, this always takes me a moment to figure out how to do it. Okay, there we go. I did it. Now I just have to move it. Dang it. It's where it's out. I won't be able to see Destiny. Okay. I'm talking to myself here. Oh, crap. Oh, now I have it right. Okay. It took me that whole time to pop my chat out and put it over in live stream. But
Sorry, I had to find the M&Ms. We they weren't put where I thought they were put, so
what is this? I got the belt, 16th birthday. Told me not to go outside.
Ouch.
I got a cat for my 16th birthday, and friends came over, and somewhere in this room, I have, because this was still my mother, a contract, a handwritten contract for my mother. She had very pretty writing, and it was beautiful. She was an artist. And I had to sign it saying that I would take care of the cat.
I didn't have a contract, but I had a cat at 16. His name was Miracle.
Mine was Scooter, and he was very much a what's alley cat. You know, we got him fixed, but yeah, he was born to be an alley cat, and he was a gray and black tabby, but
Miracle was a purebred Bombay, and he ended up having 3 legs shortly after I got him. He ended up with where his immune system was attacking his limbs. So his back leg was pretty bad.
so
They
had
call it
to.
feline AIDS.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
And so took him into the vet, and my ex wrapped the bandage because we had to change his bandage every day. And after we took him to the vet, and he was putting it on too tight.
What a dumbass!
He ended up losing his leg.
I've never seen
an animal's leg turn a bluish white color before, but it
creepy.
Yeah, so he ended up losing his back right leg. But let me tell you, that cat
Slow him down.
He moved better with 3 legs than he ever did with 4. And
That's funny.
A couple months before he passed away, I had Joey, and Joey was like 3 or 4 months old, something like that. And now my cat had never bit me the whole time I had him. And he bit me because Joey stopped breathing in the middle of the night. He had asthma. Didn't know.
He woke you up, and
he woke me up, and then he bit me, and then he ran over to Joey's crib, which I know because he didn't bite anybody. I knew something was wrong, jumped up, went over, and Joey wasn't breathing. And so I had to get him to breathe, and then we rushed him to the hospital, which was like an hour away.
Oh,
it was
good.
a downfall of living where we did at the time.
Yeah.
And they told us that he had asthma and that he needed to be he needed to be in an air conditioned room when it got really hot because it was causing him not to be able to breathe. And so that was scary. But that was the only time he ever bit anybody. And he saved my son's life. So
and way cool.
Perlini says, my daughter bought me a whole boxes of theater M&Ms. Oh. Perlini says, we buy in bulk. We usually buy in bulk too. But Tommy was feeling like 2 different types of M&Ms, and he wasn't sure which one he wanted. So he bought 1 bag of each. And he just gave me some. So
did you get a bag of all green ones for St. Patrick's Day?
No, they didn't have them. I probably could have bought my own bag, a couple bags, and then just made my own, but that's too much work sometimes.
Okay, who remembers the story about how Van Halen, it was their contract with hotels that they would have, what was it? they only had green ones, or that the green ones were picked out. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. I heard that was true. I don't know. Back then you couldn't go online and find all 5,000 different versions of the story. I guess I could do it now, but just one of those funny things from back in
Oh, they're the
the
mint ones.
day. Mint. Uh-huh.
They're mint. No, I don't want to shop. Why would I want
I
to
tried to
shop?
get my daughter to go buy cookies. Oh, they're closed now. They just closed. The cookie store. That's all they sell is cookies.
Ooh, look at this. 2 pounds of dark green M&M milk chocolate candy for $30. This is crazy.
Yes, yep, that was it. That it meant they read the contract that the hotel did, because that was their fast way. They walk in the room and see if they had, I guess, like I said, picked out the green ones, and they would know right away if their contract with the hotel was going to be followed. So if you think about it, it was obnoxious, but pretty simple, ingenious thing to do.
Mm-hmm. My
Like when
computer's going
Prince
to
changed
restart
his
on
name
me.
to a shade. I didn't even know Pat Dees was here. Good heck, Pat. You come in, you don't say anything, then you leave.
I'm going to have to shut down. My computer is about ready to
It's gonna restart.
I mean,
So it
and
sounds
I
like
can't get it to stop. Every time I click on it to stop it, it keeps popping up that it's going to restart on me.
well,
So,
it's 10 here, so it's late.
11 o'clock here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
time to
I don't know
go.
why my computer's doing it. I've had issues most of the day, so with my computer.
Oh,
So-
sorry, Pat. I didn't know you said hi.
It's Charlie. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Much love. Have a beautiful rest of your St. Patrick's Day. Please stay safe. Don't drink and drive. And we will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.